Hey guys, so some time ago I got into some trouble on social media, right? What did I do wrong? Your logo as an upcoming or growing business, not a lot of people care. Now a lot has changed since I recorded that video, okay? But I'm not wrong. And what I mean by that is there are other things that are more important than your logo, okay? Or certain parts of your brand identity. The product itself, is it a good product? Is it a great product? The pricing of the product, is it right? How many people can afford it? How many people can use it? That sort of thing. How do you package the product? How do you deliver the product? What form of distribution do you have in getting the products into the hands of your customers? Those are things that I will prioritize over having a beautiful logo, right? Now, this is not me saying that, having or building a brand for your upcoming or new business is not important, but you don't need to spend a lot of time on it. And that's what today's video is about. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create a strong brand identity for your business, okay, in less than 24 hours. First off, let's understand what brand or branding means, or what it actually is, okay? When you think of Chicken Republic, the first thing that comes to your mind, or at least to my mind, is referral marks and the chicken pie, right? There's a certain value for money understanding that I believe Chicken Republic offers to me. That's what I think, okay? Let me use another example here. You have Apple, right? When you think of Apple products, you think minimalism, ease of use, high quality products, top class or high class, things like that. Or you think of Nike. When you think of Nike, you think of high quality, you think of athleticism, you think of, sort of being cool. Now, some people say a brand is a feeling or a brand is an emotion, things like that. However, I believe a brand is just an assumption, right? Now, to build that assumption, you can either build it through telling stories, marketing campaigns, things like that, or build that assumption through someone's experience of your product. That's basically it. A brand is an assumption. If somebody thinks that, this is a shitty brand, is an assumption. If somebody thinks that this is a fantastic brand, is an assumption. Let me give you an example, right? Let's use Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola sells non-alcoholic beverages, right? Or sugar water or sweet water, right? I think that Coke versus Pepsi argument is not necessary. I drink Coke and I drink Pepsi. But yeah, I digress. Now, when you think of Coca-Cola, the way they've set up their marketing campaigns, Coca-Cola happiness, right? They have a lot of campaigns that talk about Coca-Cola being happiness, or a bottle of Coca-Cola being a bottle of happiness, things like that, okay? Or share a Coke, share happiness. There are so many of these campaigns that they've done, okay? What they've done is they've taken sugar water and made it mean more to you, right? So whenever you think of Coca-Cola, you don't think of sugar water. You think of happiness. You think of sharing a Coke with a friend or with a family member. You think of gisting or gossiping, things like that, okay? That is how they have built the brand and built that assumption in your head. So you see, it's just an assumption in your head, because at the end of the day, Coca-Cola is just sugar water, okay? Now, let's look at it from a product perspective. You know how you think of Coke, and the first thing that comes to your mind is, today has been a hot day. Once I drink this Coke, refreshing. Sometimes you can actually taste the bubbles at the back of your throat. Pa, 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 right? That is some form of product branding. They've designed the product in such a way that is so amazing that your first experience with the product would always kind of build some sort of momentum in your mind or thought in your mind that, okay, you know what, whenever I drink this product, this is the experience I feel, and this is the experience I always want to enjoy, right? That is an assumption, okay? You can say a lot of things. However, just to make things simple and not too technical, a brand is an assumption, okay? You are in control of that assumption at the beginning. So how you design your product, how you build your product, that's some form of branding, right? Good. Your marketing campaigns, this is where logo comes in. Your logo, certain elements in your brand, all of those things that you use to communicate with your customers, that is your marketing brand or your brand marketing, however it is you want to put it, okay? These are the two things that you can control. You can control the product because you made the product, right? If you make a fantastic product, naturally when people experience it, they think of you as being a fantastic brand. Number one. If you tell amazing stories through your marketing campaigns, your sales copy, your sales activities, all those amazing things, just like Coca-Cola does, you are doing some form of brand marketing and building the brand through marketing. All right? So those are the two things you have control over. Products and marketing, or basically stories. All right? Cool. Now you understand what a brand is, right? Good. You don't have Coca-Cola's budget. And I'm not, again, you might sell sugar water that is better than Coca-Cola. I'm not going to be the judge of that. But you're not Coca-Cola. But let's still build something that is strong for your business. And maybe one day get you to become as big as Coca-Cola. Let's look at the key elements of a brand. So I'll say that there are primarily 6. Your target audience, your brand identity, your brand voice, your mission, vision, and values. Okay? I go in depth in my e-commerce program. You know, if you want to join, link is in the bio, join the wait list, get a little bit discount, things like that. However, because we are trying to do this in less than 24 hours, we're just going to focus on certain elements that will help you build a strong brand now. Okay? And to show you how to do this, I'm going to give you an example. So the brand I'm building here is called Mr. Williams NG, right? I like that name, Mr. Williams NG. Nobody should, you know what, I'm going to go and trademark this name so nobody will use it. However, Mr. Williams NG focuses on modern day traditional attire for men. Our USP is we are an affordable made-to-measure business that offers both in-person and virtual sizing sessions to make bespoke outfits based on people's exact preferences. We deliver within 3 days statewide. That's crazy. 7 days nationwide and 14 days nationwide. 14 days worldwide. Now, as you can see, it's not a new type of business model or new type of business. These businesses exist. However, the key unique selling point, unique selling point is basically what makes you stand out from every Tom, Dick, and Harry outside. The key unique selling point that we have is in our delivery process. Imagine you are in Enugu now, and there's a business that is guaranteeing you a full bespoke set. So I'm not sure what the Enugu men wear. You know, the Eastern attire that they wear, you can get it within 3 days with your measurements, with your preferences, things like that. Or let's say you are in Enugu and you want us to deliver it from Lagos, right? Within 7 days, you get it. Or you're in America and you get it delivered to your doorstep within 14 days. That's our unique selling point. Our deliveries are our unique selling point. A lot of people think that your unique selling point has to be the product itself. It has to be different, all of that. No. Your unique selling point can be the product, it can be the service, or it can be the price. It can even be the packaging. It can be your marketing. Your unique selling point can be anything. And this is one of the things that you begin to use to build your brand. Going back to our key elements of a brand, I've already touched on the target audience. I've already mentioned that this particular business focuses on men, right? That's my target audience. In terms of the vision, mission, and values, in a way, in the unique selling point, I've already touched on these 3 key things. We focus on providing a service and then delivering that service in one of the fastest or quickest ways possible, right? That's part of the vision, mission, and a bit of the value. So now let's look at brand identity and brand voice. And to do this, we're going to use Canva. Now, this is what the Canva homepage typically looks like. As you can see here, there are a lot of things I use Canva for. I use it for brand logos. I use it to identify brand fonts, e-commerce banners, social media posts, ad creatives, email sendouts. See, there are a lot of things you can use Canva for. Now, I want to create a logo, right? That's the first thing. That's the first most important thing in my branding element, because my logo kind of touches base with every other thing. My logo goes on my, email banners, e-commerce banners rather. My logo goes on my email newsletters. My logo goes on social media. So I'll start off with my logo, right? And you can easily do this by just typing in men's fashion logo inspiration or men's fashion logo into the Canva search bar. Use the keywords that are relevant to your business here. And then I begin to see a lot of these examples here. I can also do filters. So I'm seeing a lot of examples that are showing me logos, but they're also showing me like newsletter examples, social media post examples, things like that. I just want to see logos first, right? So I'm just going to see logos. I like this one. This one looks interesting. This one looks interesting. But I'm going to go with this one. It gives us that minimalist look and feel that I really like. Here you can see Canva is even giving me more options to work with. Some of these are really nice, but I think I'll just stick to the one I've picked already. Yeah. So I'm just going to make some quick edits so it's easier for me to work on this. I'll change the name of the logo, duplicate the pages. So I'm going to use this same Canva file to create my logo, my colors, the colors for the brand, the fonts, any other logo options I want to work with, things like that. Social media highlight banners, all those amazing things. I'll just do it on one Canva file. Now, I want to say this here. It's not that difficult so far you know what you want, right? If you don't know what you want, there are platforms like Pinterest. There are platforms like social media itself. You know, begin to go and look for inspiration. Look for inspiration of what people have done in the past that you like or is relevant to your business or the products that you sell. And, you know, take that as inspiration and create something. Now, don't create something directly or, you know, directly similar. You can create something indirectly similar. That's fine. But don't create the same thing, right? That's copyright infringement, FYI. So, yeah, let's start with this. So, because it's a men's brand, one of the things that I know is relevant to this business is a hanger, right? Where we hang our clothes. And I'm just going to typically work on a name font, a name logo, which is Mr. Williams, NG. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to now add a hanger in that circle. That's it. I'm not going to overthink it, okay? Now, some of the options here, I'm going to go to elements, pick a hanger option here. This one is free and this one is pro. So I'm going to work with the free version just so that, you know, you guys can see how good the free version of Canva is. You don't have to overthink things. Let me just mention this here. When I'm exporting these images, I have to export it in PNG as a transparent, with a transparent background so that I can impose it on any type of design I want to going forward. And you can only get that transparent background with a pro version. As you can see, my logo is already coming to life, just playing out with a few things. Now, I'm going to make some other color options for this logo. And the reason why is because it's just so that there's some level of dynamic to it. I'm not trying to just build it in white and black, which is the common thing that most people do. And I agree. If that's what you want to do at the beginning, it's fine. Do that. I have a particular e-commerce brand that I run today, and I've only changed my logo once for that brand. And that brand has been running for more than 8 years now. Damn. That's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Other brands, yes, you know, have more fancier logos, more fancier branding elements, things like that. And that's because of how that business operates. But there are brands that you can just work with text fonts, logo, text logo, and things like that. And you're good to go, right? You don't need to overthink these things. And then you just create that same logo in different colorways or different color backgrounds, things like that. Now for me, I'm just going to pick this in white, black, and some form of blue. I also made a different option. So this one, when I was playing with this, I made this option. I put a box at the back of this. This is something that I do quite often, where I just get a logo, a text logo, and I put a box behind it. But I think I prefer the other option. If you prefer this one, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this one. So now I've already picked colors. Now you need some form of secondary colors to complement your colors. So for example, you pick black, obviously. Complementary color is white, right? White or yellow. I think you can work with yellow or gold with black. You pick white, obviously black, okay? Complementary colors, you can probably work with blue, green, red. Ugh, I don't like red. But yeah, things like that, okay? Then you pick blue. like this kind of blue or this shade of blue, and your complementary colors could be a lighter blue or white or cream, things like that. Now, for fonts, you need to pick a font that works with your design, okay? And there's no fantastic science to this, guys. You are not, don't get me wrong, you don't have many years of graphic design experience, so don't overthink it, okay? But here, you're just going to eyeball test it. You're just going to take a look at it. If it looks nice to you, hey, fantastic. If it doesn't look nice to you, change it, okay? What you can do here is also get a second opinion, right? Get a second opinion from a friend or a family member and, you know, see what they say. Now, for... let me give you like a cheat code here, or make it things a bit simple for you. Fonts that work very well are very simple fonts. So Poppins, in this particular example, I'm using Nonito Sans. There is Montserrat. There is League Spartan. See, I've used Canva so much, like I won't tell you the fonts. But yeah, those are the kind of fonts that would typically work for you. Now I need a brand slogan. So what we've done here is a bit of the brand identity side of things. We've created a brand, right? We've created a logo, sorry, not a brand. This is the entire exercise of it is creating a brand. But we've created a logo, okay? Fantastic. Now we want to create a slogan. Now, the key point of every slogan is to basically tell someone, most likely a new person seeing your brand for the first time, exactly what your brand is going to offer them when they buy your product. Keyword, what your brand is going to offer them when they buy your product, not what your product is going to offer them, okay? Because so many people sell this kind of t-shirts. However, the brand, right, that you're building is what will then determine how they feel when they wear or patronize or buy this t-shirt, right? So good. So here we're talking a little bit of brand voice. So again, we are a bit of classy, professional, sort of elegant, things like that. And for this, I'm just going to use ChatGPT, guys. And I'm just going to give you my prompt, right? I'm going to give you my prompts on ChatGPT. You can make some adjustments, add your own things there, and you're Gucci. So yeah, hey GPT, I need slogan ideas for a menswear brand that focuses on stylish yet comfortable modern African attire and loose-fitting pants. The brand embodies effortless elegance, timeless fashion, and relaxed sophistication. Wow. The target audience is men who appreciate classic, breathable, and well-crafted pieces for everyday wear. The slogan should be catchy, memorable, and reflect the brand's commitment to comfort and style. Please provide multiple options with different tones, some modern and edgy, others classic and refined. And these are the options ChatGPT came up with. Now, some of these options are pretty good. I like this one: timeless style, effortless comfort. Here's another good one: effortless fashion for everyday men. These are good, but what I always tend to do is merge one with the other, or merge one with another one, or kind of adapt one so that it looks better. Right? I don't know how to put it. Now, if the option ChatGPT gave you is fantastic, you're like, wow, this is on the money. Go for it, right? Don't overthink it. But I just want to change things up a bit. Now, I'm going to change my slogan to where timeless tradition meets effortless comfort. Where timeless tradition meets effortless comfort. Guys, come on. That's nice. That's nice. I love it. But, you know, you can't quit. That sounds really good, right? I have my main logos. Now to create some alternate options. Now, the reason why you create alternate options is because it is the alternate options that you use for social media. It's the alternate options that you use for your favicon. So favicons are those small images you see right beside your URL when you are searching on a mobile browser or desktop browser. That design or that image picture is called a favicon. Then there's my social media highlight banners. So when you go to Instagram highlights, those little pocket of squares, there's that. I'll use my alternate options logos for that. My Instagram or social media logo itself can be one of my alternate options, right? So my main logo will go on things like maybe my invoices, it will go on things like maybe part of my website, it will go on things like branding or in-house branding materials, things like that. If I want to do like carrier bags or packaging bags, obviously my main logo will go there, all those fantastic stuff. If I want to brand my hangers, obviously when it's delivered, it will be delivered in a hanger, right? So if I want to brand my hangers, that'll be my main logo. The other alternate options, I use this for everything else, and I'm going to show you where I use it. So this is the email one that I created. This is my email banner. You see my Instagram ad, creative. Now it can be a social media post. It's up to you, really. You can use that if it does well on social media, then you can boost it as an ad using the ads manager. I feel these are really nice. I really love these designs. Like, I love these designs, guys. This whole thing took me 4 hours. Honestly, this whole thing took me like four hours. This whole thing took me 4 hours. And for you, maybe because you're a beginner, I'm giving you a maximum of 24 hours, which can be 2 days. But yeah, just don't waste too much time on this, guys. We need to still get the product in the hands of our customers. We need to get products, distribution going. You need to develop on the product, do some research and development, make things better, all those kind of things. Don't overthink this branding process or this branding period, right? Truth of the matter is, you can always rebrand. Okay, you can always rebrand. A lot of these major brands that you see today, they rebrand all the time. So who told you can't rebrand? What's stopping you? You can always rebrand. So don't spend too much time trying to build the best brand that you think is the best brand, because when you do this for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you'll notice that, oh, my brand is shit. Time for me to rebrand. And then when you rebrand, guess what? You have more stories to tell. You have more capacity to even build better assumptions in people's minds. Okay? So that's what you need to do. Now, instead of wasting your time trying to, build the perfect brand, perfect logo and things like that, I want you to invest that same time in looking for apps that can save you time, and help you sell more products, or, fix your ads. I told you, don't boost the ad from within the app. You're going to use the ads manager, right? Good. And you want to then fix the ads. If your ads are not working well, begin to investigate that. Why are they not working well? Spend more time doing these kind of things so that you can make more money. And I suggest you watch any of these videos.